Hi Pisces, welcome to your fortnightly check-in with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your cross purposes, also just to remind you, these readings are for your they're purely tarot. There's no astrology in these, so watch them for all three, your sun, moon and rising, so that you know which one sort of resonates the most with you. All right, for your cross purposes, you have the Empress. Very interesting, because Aquarius got this, not Aquarius, Capricorn got this same card in this position, but it was a different deck, obviously. So what this basically suggests is, on the macrocosmic level, it's just going to be too much of everything. All right, so if you think to yourself like this, over this next fortnight, Pisces is generally quite easy going, but if over the next fortnight you kind of feel to yourself like, why, like everything's just too much at the minute, what is wrong with everybody? It's not you, it's the general energy that is kind of surrounding you. All right, so don't take it so personally. That's on the macrocosmic level. On a personal level, you've got this with the Three of Swords. You've got two threes here because the Empress is number 3. 2 threes represents a calming influence, but with this Three of Swords, this is about you removing or releasing something from your life. But I've got to be honest with you, there is an element here where it might be a case of you're cutting off. So here in the UK, we say cutting off your nose to spite your face. So it's like you might be doing something like just to say like, no, you know what, maybe to gain control or to not feel like you are under someone else's control. Excuse me, sorry, my allergies are driving me mad at the minute, but this might actually end up being you cutting something out of your life that actually ends up being to your own detriment. So be careful with that. For your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the King of Swords with the 9 of Cups, okay, and the 9 of Swords. So you've got 2 9s here. 2 9s represents receipt. And this with the King of Swords, it could almost be that in your career, even though this is just your actions, it's not your career sector, it could be that you are working really hard on something with the career, but it's like, even though you know you've done your best, you're still really sort of obsessing over the parts of it that you can't control any more than anybody would be able to. Another thing as well, this could be an air sign male, an Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, could help, it could be helping with something, or potentially you're checking in or having some kind of meeting with a professional of some sort. This could be a lawyer, it could be a consultant or an advisor, it, you know, might even be a spiritual advisor of some sort. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. For your career and communications, you've got the 7 of Swords, you've got the Strength card, okay, and you've got the 7 of Pentacles. 2 7s represents news, and this comes up with the Strength card. So I'm just going to tell you straight up, be very careful when it comes to the career over the course of this next fortnight. Be very careful about getting into any form of idle gossip in or around your job, right? So even around your academics, for those of you that are studying at the minute. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could be where you maybe verbally agree for a deadline, and you know, or maybe you ask for an extension of some sort, or you say to a teacher or a lecturer, oh, you know, I think I'm going to need more time for this. It looks like they will grant it, but at the last minute it would be taken back. So what I'm saying to you here is work to the original deadline and don't take anything at face value. Unless you see it in writing, do not count on this, all right? For those of you that are employed by somebody else, be very mindful of the office water cooler talk this fortnight. There's something that you're going to need to bite your tongue on. Bide your time. You're just waiting for somebody to either leave or to be removed. So whoever your problem person is when it comes to the work, the job, the career, just know that they will be removed in due time. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves. I mean, look, in terms of the trends and the themes of your industry, this almost suggests that you're wanting to jump on a trend or a theme, and you know, it's almost like your logical mind is telling you that that's what you need to do, but your intuition and your heart are saying just stick to what you're doing because you know that this is going to work. I'm inclined to go more with your intuition. Obviously, I'm slightly biased given what I do, but this is one of those times where the heart and the head are having a bit of a battle, and the heart knows better. Obviously, you have to make your own decisions, right? But I feel like that's the way, that's what I'm supposed to tell you. Now, when it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, this could be that you are maybe called upon for some level of expertise. And it's like the knowledge that you have might fall on deaf ears. And if it feels like that, just let it slide. It's nothing personal. It's just that somebody isn't in the space to listen to what it is that you can offer them. And the thing is, you might end up taking whatever idea it is that you were going to give to that person and running with it yourself. And I actually think that might be the way forward. For your love and relations, you've got the Two of Cups, beautiful, with the Moon card. Okay, so there's something unclear around a relationship over this fortnight. And this will be about somebody that you connected to or with late February, early March. So whoever was kind of in the picture, if you're single and you've been doing a bit of a dance with somebody that's been in your life for a while, this suggests that you guys are trying to figure out how to move forward here, but there's a little bit of confusion about what you are, what you aren't. There's something here that needs to be clearly defined, and you know, I don't think that this next fortnight is the right time to do that clarification. I would wait until just a little bit later so that you can get the lay of the land, if that makes sense. The other thing as well with that Page of Cups, it's very open-hearted, just like you. The Moon card is Pisces energy, right? And so this is, with the Two of Cups, this is like you wanting that real, honest, open, true love. You're open for it. And maybe, just maybe, that is blinding you to the fact that, you know, there are maybe some things that you need to adapt or adjust. Now, if you're partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is potentially you getting back to or back with somebody, back to a different time in your relationship. But it looks like if this is issues that crop back up, it will be because it's over a recurring issue. It's something that's come up before, has come up again, and continues to come up, and it's like you never reach a conclusion on this. This time round you have the ability to, but it's going to require a lot of honesty and a lot of open-hearted communication. For those of you that are single, for those of you that are, should I say, newly dating somebody, I like this, but there is a little bit of confusion here about, you know, what are we? You know, when do we take the steps, right? For your money and materials, you've got the Knight of Cups, solid offers coming in with the Star card for your future that are very, very bright, especially when it comes to your finances, that potentially center around hospitality in some way. You've got two knights here. Two knights represents intimacy, and because you've got this with the Star card, this is a way of making money or enhancing your finances that you can absolutely trust. So yes, there are elements of this fortnight where you're going to have to navigate things a bit sort of, you know, slowly and carefully, but your finances are getting a big boost. Your work life is definitely getting a big boost because there's more money here to be made. And there's potentially something that you start doing over the next fortnight that makes you money. What's the word that I'm looking for? It's like you start doing something this fortnight that is going to be a part of your future, but you don't realize it yet. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, I would say look out for and after your nervous system this fortnight. Do things for yourself that really soothe and calm you, and do things that help you bring your nervous system under your control. And then when it comes to, I'm not a doctor, can't give you medical advice. And then when it comes to your home and environment, I actually really love this. There is good news around the home and the future of your home or the place that you live in. This is going to be some very welcome news for a lot of you when it comes to a home and a living situation that bodes very well for your future. So whatever you're focused on over this next fortnight when it comes to the home, it's going to be around for a long time to come. So very, very good news here. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic fortnight. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.